Stippers, this is Dawn from DawnStippingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make this adorable Easter basket. This is a picnic basket that I got from Terry from Club a few weeks ago. Oh my gosh, isn't it adorable? And she got the directions for this basket from Lori, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make this purple one. Aren't they cute? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here are the pieces we're going to be using. I'm using the Subtles collection in the designer paper stack, and this is the Wisteria Wonder. You're going to need a piece cut at 6 by 6, and then another piece cut at 3 1/4 by 3 3/4, and then 2 strips of a 1/2 inch by 7. This is for the handle. All right, so let's grab our paper trimmer. All right, so on your 6 by 6 piece, we're going to score this at 1 7/8, and that's the 8th mark right before the 2, and then 4 1/8. Then you're going to turn it, and you're going to score it again at 1 7/8 and 4 1/8. Okay, so I'm going to fold these score lines really quick so you can see what I'm going to do next. Okay, so the next 4 score lines, we're going to do them in these 4 corners, right here and right here. And you're going to score up to that score line, and then the same up here. All right, so we're going to do it in one shot. So our first score line is going to be at 5/8, and that's going to be the mark right before 3/4. Get this lined up here. Okay. All right, so now this is where we're going to only score up to this score line. Then we're going to skip the center and we're going to score the bottom section. Okay, so 5/8 right here, skipping, and then we're going to slide down to this corner box. Then we're going to slide this down to 1 1/4. Do the same thing, only in that top corner box and the bottom corner box. Okay, then we're going to slide it over to 4 3/4. Same thing, top box and the bottom box. Then we're going to slide it over to 5 3/8. That's the mark, the 8th mark right before the 5 1/2. Same thing, just the 2 bottom boxes. You're skipping over the center. Then we're going to go back to 3 inches, and we're going to take our pencil. Yeah, we're going to have to do some measuring here. So you're going to make a little tick mark with your pencil up at the top and also at the bottom. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to take our pencil line that we just made with the little 3-inch mark here at the top and the bottom, and we're going to, let me fold this here so you can maybe see it a little bit better. You're going to take your pencil line and a ruler, and we're going to line up the center square now. Okay, so we're going to line up our point here to this point, and then the pencil line to this point. We're going to draw like a triangle. We're going to do this center box and this center box. So you're just going to take your pencil line and then line that up with your score line here, and then do the other side. Okay, so it should look like this now on your triangle, the center box only. Now we're going to flip it and do the other side. Okay, I'm going to take this pencil line and here. And here. Okay, so now you should have 2 triangles in the center boxes. Okay, that's all the ruler. Now we're going to do some cutting. First, we're going to trim out this triangle first. So we're going to go ahead and cut the side panels of the triangle. That's what we're going to use the pencil line for. So you're going to remove your sides. Okay, so now our box should look like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and fold these score lines here on these 4 corners before we cut them. All right, now we're going to cut all the score lines on these 3 sections here on all 4 corners. Okay, so now our basket should look like this. We're going to go ahead and remove our pencil lines, if there is any that show. Okay, now we're going to grab our center point of our triangle here. We're going to grab our outside tabs and we're going to bring them in and overlap, just like that. Okay, then you're going to bring in your next tab, bring that up to the center point where you're holding it, and overlap each layer. I'm going to bring this one up and then this one up. Okay, and then your triangle is going to overlap on top of that. Now you'll notice my triangle is a little bit higher, so I want to bring that up and then space out my tabs so they look even on both sides. That looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to take my stapler. Okay, then you're just going to staple that together. Okay, now you're going to turn it over and do the same thing. You're going to gather the outside tabs, overlap just the points, and then just bring in the tabs, work your way up, or work your way down, I guess you should say. And you just bring them up, work your way down, and then bring in your triangle. Space out your little basket sides here so they look even. Take your stapler again and staple those together. And there's your cute little basket. Oh my gosh, how cute. Okay, so now we're gonna make the lid. So let's grab our paper trimmer. Okay, so this piece is the 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. Now on the 3 1/4 side, you're going to score this at a 1/2 inch. Okay, then you're going to slide it down to 2 3/4. Okay, then you're going to turn it on the 3 3/4 side, and you're going to score this at 1 3/4 and 2. Okay, so this is going to be for the lid. Okay, so now we're going to fold our score lines. I just can see it a little bit better with it being folded. Okay, so the center point we want to keep here, but we're going to remove the 4 sides up to that center section right there. Okay, so now this is going to be the lid of our picnic basket. So now we're going to use the glue dots, and I think Lori used hot glue, so you could use hot glue if you want, but I found that the mini glue dots work fine. So I'm going to put a few of them on each side of our little wings here. So I put 3 of the mini glue dots on either side. Okay, so let's bring in our basket. Now, this is optional. You don't have to add the lid to the basket. I have one that I'll show you at the end of the video without the lid. So you're going to take your little notches here and you're just going to line them up on the side of your basket. I'll just fold this up here real quick so I can get my finger in there. So we can adhere this down really good. Okay. So there's your little basket. Oh my gosh, isn't that cute? All right, now let's go ahead and make the handle. Now I'm going to make my handle like Terry did on the one that she gave me right here. And this is mine. And let me show you what I use for that. So remember, you're going to cut 2 strips of your designer paper at a 1/2 inch by 7, and I used 2 only because Terry used 2 on hers, so it looks nice under the curvature of the handle. Okay, so I cut out 2 of these little designs this for my edge of my handle, and this is the Flourish Thinlits, and it's right here. So what I did is I just cut 2 of them out with the Whisper White through the Big Shot. Now I do have a couple other designs here that I can show you that if you want to use those instead. Now this design right here is from the Cupcake Cutouts, and it's this little framelit right here. So that's what I used on that one. So you could use that. And then this one I used the Fiesta Time, and I used this one right here, and I cut 2 of those out. So those are a couple other ideas, but this is the one that we're going to use today. And we're just going to take some tear and tape. Let me show you really quick how I did this. Put it down the strip of the 7-inch. Now I found that the 7 inches is plenty, but you'll still probably have to cut a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and put another strip of tear and tape down this side too. Remember, this is just more for decorative, the second, so it kind of covers up all that stuff underneath. So I'm going to grab my paper piercer so I can get this off. Okay. Might as well do this one too. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to take our design here, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and put it right in the center. Of course, I want the right side facing out. And I'm just going to, like I said, I'm just going to kind of put it in the center of my strip. Once it hits that tear and tape, it's pretty much stuck to it. So I kind of keep moving it around. So I'm going to take my second one, do the same thing, but now I have this guide here, so I can line it up with that. And just kind of place that down. Then you're going to take your second 1/2 inch piece, and you're just going to layer that over top of that. So it gives you a really nice finished handle. Isn't that cute? So now I did find that when you want to put your handle on, you want to give it a little curl. Now remember, you're going through those designs right there, 2 of them, plus 2 strips of tear and tape, and then 2 strips of designer paper, so it's still going to be a little stiff, so you might have to do it a few times just to get a little curve to that handle. Alright, so now let's bring our basket in. Now we're going to put the handle on the outside right here over that staple, so you'll see that it's still a little long, even though we're going to still cover that up. I'm going to trim a little bit of it off. I don't know, about 1/4 inch off. More on that side. I'm going to use tear and tape to put my handle on. And I put it long enough so I could overlap it, so it kind of doubles up a little bit. So I'm just going to peel that off. And then anything that's over that, I'm just going to push it back on itself. Okay, we're going to take our little handle part, put it over top of that staple, and I'm using the decorative edge as a border to the edge of my basket, like that. And then you just bring the other side over, just like that. So cute! Oh my gosh. Okay, so now to camouflage this, we're going to cover that up with the punch. And I'm using the 1-inch circle punch. And I'm using the same designer paper. So I'm going to punch out 2 of those. Okay, so you're going to take your 1-inch circles and just cover them off. It's right on the sides, just like that. Cute. And take this one. So cute. Okay, so then to finish off mine, I kind of went with what Terry did too. So I used the little, lots of labels, framelits. Let me show you those. So this is the size that I used. So I guess it's the third one from the inside. I punched that out with the Whisper White. And then what I did is I just cut the edge. Let me get my scissors here. Just cut the edge to make it a little bit smaller for the handle over here. Okay, so then I finished my tag off with the Basket Bunch stamp set. And this also has a matching basket builder framelits, you know, that you can use with all these cute little bunny rabbits and stuff. And then this is the little bow. I wanted to show you that, but I don't have it. But there's a bow in this basket builder framelit set. And I just punched that out with Whisper White, and then the bow matches that in the stamp set. So then I stamped the bow after I punched it out with the Wisteria Wonder. And then we're just going to pop this up on a dimensional. Just put this right over here to the side, the handle. So cute. And of course this one has some candy and some Easter paper in there. Cute. All right, now let me show you the one without the lid so you can get an idea of how cute that is too. So here's one that I used the Floral Boutique designer paper with. Isn't it pretty? Now this one doesn't have the lid, but look at all the candy it holds. It holds at least four of the little fun size Snickers in there. So cute. And then here's Terry's one that she gave me at Club a few weeks ago. Isn't it cute? So thank you, Terry. And thank you, Lori, for your amazing video. And I will have all the items that I used in today's video listed below, so you can check that out. And then also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.